Born in Hong Kong in 1957, Wesley Tongson developed a love for art at a young age. Later diagnosed with schizophrenia, he became introverted.
He really couldn't communicate well. He really not good at socializing with people. So I think one way for him to express himself is really through the art.
Since her brother's passing in 2012, Cynthia has made it her mission to keep his legacy alive. Last year, a 23-piece collection of Wesley's work was put on display at the Chinese Cultural Center. His work continues to grow in popularity.
He was a visionary. He was ahead of his time, and he pushed boundary in order to find his own voice. He worked very hard on that, and he was able to achieve that.
Inspired by 20th century master Zhang Daqian, Wesley taught himself splash ink painting, where he would splatter ink from his hand or brush onto paper.
After he tilted the whatnot to let the ink flow, and the end result is this beautiful painting. I actually watched him do it once. It's quite amazing because when the ink was wet, it looked like a big mess. It looked like a black mess. But somehow when it dried, it formed mountains. So it's quite fascinating.
Wesley's landscapes symbolize his yearning to reach a more spiritual level with his paintings.
The spiritual journey is important to him. So he studied Zen Buddhism principles, and also coming from a Christian family, he explored that. He must transcend to bring himself to a higher consciousness. So in order to produce good art. So that's what he meant by painting from the heart. It kind of came from within.
Wesley would later forego the brush and paint with just his fingers and fingernails. Its energy and movements have been lauded by many well-known critics.
Maybe it's the way that he can connect better with the paper, because now there is no brush in between, there's no separation. He literally would pour his energy directly from himself onto the paper. So that is absolutely nothing in between. So maybe that's why these works are extremely powerful.
Cynthia says the two grew apart as they got older, but her brother's art has brought them back together.
After being on this journey and understanding more about his art, and I really became much closer to him now that he's gone, than when he was alive. So I see what I'm doing is a journey of a brother and sister. So we're definitely doing this together, not by myself.